らゆる通りや街を駆け抜け You know deep down this just can't last year after year. So stand up, I can show you how hearts of metal still can feel. Hearts of metal still can feel. That's of sorrow still can heal. It's your past that makes you real. Your hope's igniting a brighter day. Laughing hearts won't let evil stay. Gleaming mask of true fearless terror. Breaking through, show the world its error. Hearts of metal still can feel. Hearts of metal still can feel. Past of sorrow still can heal. It's your past that makes you real. Can't run away from the man you used to be. Can't hide away from the things you had to see. Don't lock away the path to break yourself free. Hearts of metal still can feel. Hearts of metal still can feel. That's the sorrow still can heal.
Oh, hey, oh, good morning, good night, and good night. Hello, everybody. Ohio Tog, if you will. How are you today? Because I'm feeling pretty amazing. That's right. Today is a new TouHouSday, and that means we're going to get a lot done today, and we're going to actually probably maybe get a little bit further and then give up again anyway, because that's how it goes. Yep. I am so definitely ready for today. You have no idea. Definitively, really, really, totally on the ball. Very much know exactly what I'm doing. Honest. Promise. I'm definitely not dealing with any sort of self-doubt or anything else, because today is TouHouSday. And why would anyone be doubtful on a beautiful new TouHouSday? That's right, everybody. Hello! How you doing? I'm Himawari Kotetsu, Tokusatsu villain Vtuber, and right now, I'm fuzzy. Fuzzy wuzzy, fuzzy wuzzy, fuzzy buzzy wuzzy wuzzy. As the thing goes. Hello, 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 hello. I'm just trying to wrap up a small little bit of fixing here on a bit of hardware, and today I'm going to hopefully make more progress than we normally do. Fingers crossed anyway. I genuinely am not entirely certain we're going to make any sort of progress today, but I'm hopeful that with a slow start here, I should be able. There we go. I'm also doing, like I said, some hardware fixing. I'm trying to update the firmware on a LCD, on a liquid color display. Yeah, on a liquid color display. The ribbon cable seems to be working fine. I'm going to try and see if I can get that working a little bit later. I've been doing troubleshooting work on a 3D printer. And right now I'm doing troubleshooting work on myself to make sure I can stay smiling and not break down into tears here on stream. Let's go for it. Hell yeah. Try and keep in a good mood and see what we can do moving forward. Hell yeah. Today is gonna be a rough day, but hopefully, you know, you just make it through like any other day. So, starting things off, I just want to try and get into things right off the bat, and I'm going to see if that's any good. And I'm also going to see if I can avoid falling down the mental rabbit hole into crippling depression. Oh yeah, no one needs to hear that. Never say your problems, 'cause they'll be used against you. If you ever admit that you got a problem, someone's gonna use it against you. Let's go! Come on. Hey! Beautiful. Works right off the bat. Is that not working? Oh, jeez. Hold on. See if I can fix this real quick. Alright. Let me see if I can get this working over here. I believe if I just configuration, move it through the different settings over there. Right. There we go. Alright. About 50% should be more than fine for me, personally. There we go. Beautiful. Alright. Let's get down into the game and try and see what we can do here. And try not to have a mental breakdown. Hell yes. Alright, so, same as usual. Let's try and get this done. Done a bit of practice off stream, so we'll see if that's worth anything, or I'm going to be stuck down the same road as I usually am. Slide it through, slide it through. Try and grab everything we can, hope for the best. Life doesn't quite have to suck. Play my cards right, I should be able to make it through this early fight without any loss. Have the skip button enabled, have everything else enabled. Alright. Yeah, that should be about the right level, maybe. Not sure. Still don't know if I'm handling this the correct way after all this time, but I should be able to get my mind off of the crippling doubt and depression and back into having fun. Hell yes. See what we can do here. Slide it. Slide it. Slide it. There's something I really enjoy about Touhou, and I think the main thing I enjoy is just the simple fact that when I'm playing this game, I can actually have some control over things, and it doesn't even matter how bad I can be at this, as long as I'm able to actually make a little bit of education, a little bit of progress. It feels like things actually matter. And I think in a lot of things in life, we can get behind that. There we go. Good, good. Bit of a waste of a bomb, but a waste of a bomb is better than a waste of a life. And what is it? 3 bombs? 4 bombs? There we go. Good, good. Try and take everything I can. Shit. Alright. You know what? No. I'm not accepting that. I am not accepting that, and I'm not accepting failure. I'm not accepting being worse than I can be. I'm not settling for being second. I'm going to make this work. I don't care how long it takes. It has to fucking work. And eventually, I'm gonna get this shit right. I'm actually gonna be worth something for once in my life. And there's gonna be no more shit tests, no more sitting around having other people judge me. I'm just gonna actually be able to do something right for once. Come on. Come on. Slide it through. Do everything you can. There we go. Move it on. Pass it over. So sick and fucking tired of shit tests. Oh, I have to test if you're a good person. Oh, I have to test if you're a good person. I already know I'm a shit person. You don't have to fucking test me, you can just ask me. So sick and fucking tired of it. Every single damn time. Alright, slide it through. Don't care. Alright, just trying to lose it here. Trying to handle what we can. Come on, baby! Slide it through, slide it through. There we go. Get a position there. Come on. Grab everything we can. Don't know if I can handle more things going wrong today. Come on. Slide it through. Good. Roll on over, grab everything we can, take on to the Cherno fight. Make sure everything is actually streaming here. Looks like it's good. Good, good, good. Single thing we can. And just stay calm and collected. You know what? I don't fucking care. Just get out of my life. Stupid whore. There we go. Fantastic. Grab the bomb, keep on moving, keep on rolling, keep on getting everything. Yoink, yoink, yoink. It's not going to make a major difference. Who am I kidding? It will make a major difference. Having a full-out power bar is such a massive difference. It can be the difference between life and death in this damn game. Which is why when you start losing, it snowballs out of control. Oh, come on! I have been on this game for like 8 months, alright? We have fought her so many times. So many times! No matter what happens, she just keeps showing up. She'll be fine. A little bit of a burn against her, it'll be okay. Although she won't get over the fact that she's not, I think, in any of the other games. I don't think she comes back. She's just the mid-boss here. I think she comes back in some of, like, the fan content, but that's about it. She might actually be in one of the, I forget, is she in the Izakaya? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hey! Saved it! Come on. Come on. Girno! Girno! Come on, slide it through, slide it through. Whoa! Roll it, roll it. Come on. There we go. Over. Alright, good, good. Dang it. Was I just out of bombs or did I hit too late? Probably too late. She gets teased like it'll work somewhere. She, like, shows up here and nowhere else. Ah. Did she even get a name in this one, or is that a fan name that they provided? Hold on, hold on. There we go. They don't even actually have names. Ah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yaha. See? I remember these things. I remember these things. By the way, we are listening through my lovely, lovely SC88 to the music. Hope you guys enjoy the wonders of Touhou music the way it was supposed to be. You also have the MT32, but the MT32 is not Zun's original intention because he didn't have one of those. Roll it over, roll it over. I wish I could get this thing working on the PC98 ones as well. I'd love to hear the audio difference on there. There we go. Slide it through. Because I know there's a definitive difference between the different sound engines, but the problem is getting an actual sound bank like this working through an emulator can be a bit of a pain in the ass. And I don't necessarily want to grab out physical hardware and then hope that everything works. Slide it through. Give me that. Thank you. Shoink. Alright, let's see what we can do. Shoot. Ah, well. Let's try and get as close as we can to where we were. You good? You know what? Nah, just blow it up. Why not? You know, I thought if anywhere they were going to bring her back, they would have brought her back in the Fairy Wars, right? Since that's Chirno fighting a bunch of the fairies. Actually, do they bring her back in that? Hold on. No, because they have the 3 fairies there. Oh, wait, I think they bring her back as a mid-boss in that one. Maybe? I don't remember. There we go. Reuse the iframe. Son of a bitch. Didn't have any bombs there anyway. If I can at least make it too patchy I'm gonna consider this not a win, but I'm gonna consider this not a complete waste of a run. Hell yes. Slide it through, slide it through. Good. Grab everything we can. Yoink. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Ah! Yeah, they don't even have her in Fairy Wars. That's weird. That's actually kind of weird. Waste a second bomb. Really shouldn't, but hey, whatever. Let's go. Like, you would think Fairy Wars would be exactly where they would want to put her. I like how Mei Ling's theme sounds. Oh, yeah. All the sounds actually sound really, really good on the original formatting. If you'd like, after this run falls, I can bring up the music room so you can hear what the other ones sound like as well. Make it 2. Just go for it. There we go, there we go. Come on. There we go. Dagnabbit. Alright. I'm probably gonna be able to make it to her, but I'm definitely not gonna be able to make it past her. Come on. Come on. We don't have enough bombs. Ah. Yep. Nope, don't have enough lives either. Ah, well. Gonna double check real quick that YouTube's still working. YouTube, are you functioning? YouTube is properly live, just nobody's watched it yet. Yeah, good. Get you ready. Ooh. I love the little, like, through line on the under. Here. If I get hit once, I'm dead. Come on. Not worth it. Not worth it. Oh, no. I have to do everything without bombs now? Ah! Oh, great. This is fine. Damn it. Well, we're doing no continues. I believe. Shit, my bad. Yeah. Yeah, welcome to why this has taken me 8 months, because, we're doing no continues. Although, so each session we do a different letter, right? We did the U's last time, so you can see that we did fairly good. I believe we did the lowercase U's last time. We got 3rd place on our top scores. We did the W's before that, the uppercase U's before that, and the X's before that. So, it's not like we've been making no progress. We've been making semi-decent progress, but I am just not very great at this. You know what, I'll go with Z's for today. There we go. I feel like it's a good marker of how far I'm getting. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was gonna show you guys the music room. Music room! Go! We have not... There you are. Number 10, The Maid in the Pocket Watch of Blood. Stage 5 theme, weird song. It's becoming a song that wants to release speed. Is the fault of the unique tempo. I wanted to make rock, since I don't listen to a lot of rock. The possibility of me having misunderstood rock is high. Sounds nothing like rock. No, it's got some little bits of it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but at least it sounds good, right? Yeah. You can always count on Zun to at least try, right? I do kind of like how he uses the theremin. So you can hear the warble in the background there, the vibrato. He's warbling one of the notes between 2 separate notes to get that sort of warble there.
Again, it's not rock, but it's good. Sounds kind of cyberpunk almost. He's using trips pretty regularly, I think. Yeah. But Hima, it's Sun Rock. Hey, it works. He has his own rock like he has his own beer. I mean, I have beer too, but mine's just in the fridge, and it doesn't have my name on it. Sakuya's theme. Speaking of a Mismade's hard rock. Lie. It's pretty hard. Around this much intensity is necessary for something like Stage 5. Am I misunderstanding after all? Let's call it poetic rock done my way. I believe that's organ. Double check on something here. Let me see what the actual channel it's calling is. So this is using slap bass, acoustic grand piano, chorus electric piano, distortion guitar, vibraphone. Oh, it's using a choir. Huh. String ensemble, drums, cello, distortion guitar, and yeah, okay. So he's actually using a choir thing. He's also multi-stacking specific tunes, instruments. I can hear the choir in there. He's stacking distortion guitar and choir. Happy TOHO Day! Happy today is TOHO Day! Hooray! I wonder why he's using the fartier version of the slap bass. He's double stacking choirs. Oh yeah, you said you got a Fuma. Hell yeah. Let's see this one. Young descendant of Tepes. The final stage theme. With me having let the final stages to be always too damp. It is more optimistic this time. I have made a song one that only connects, and I didn't let it stand out a lot. So he's using harpsichord, he's using cello. 4 acoustic grand pianos? Oh, sorry, 5 acoustic grand pianos. And a pipe organ. Alright. Two harpsichords. String ensemble, and a fiddle. This one uses a fucking fiddle? Why does this one use a fiddle? That has a little bit of Castlevania in it, but just like a tiny bit. I like it. I can see being stuck there for like 20 minutes. Alright, let's check out the next one. Number 13, Septet for a Dead Princess. Septet for a Dead Princess. Scarlet's theme. Aimed at a song that doesn't just say this is the last. Not having released very deep or eerie, which is often unpleasant. I mix the lollyishness into the jazz fusion chic. That doesn't really change a lot. Melody's easy to understand and I like it. Church organ, bright piano, string ensemble, distortion guitar, trumpet! Well, that's bold. Trumpet, drums, piano, multiple trumpets, multiple fiddles. A nylon string guitar. Ooh. Hey, Trinity, we're listening to some of the music. Ooh, I like that. It's got a bit of the early music from the... I forget which level. Has some of the music you get earlier coming back again. He really likes warbling. A lot. Oh, that is so pleasant. I like how he's audio balanced it between the left and right channels. The balancing he's done on this is actually really nice. Not sure about stepping down the speed, though. Yeah, it is really good. It's nice. You're probably not going to hear it here today, though, because I'm not very good at this game. That reminds me of the boss for... I want to say it reminds me of one of the PC 98 games. Well, yeah, they've got a lot of warbling in it, right? He always uses a lot of warbling. A lot of warbling. Warble. Okay. So you know, do you hear how this thing goes? It'll hit a note and it'll kind of almost go slightly between two different notes. Where it kind of like shifts slightly as it goes, but it's very quick. So it's one note, but it almost sounds like it could be two. That's called warbling. At least I think it is. Like it keeps shifting up and down between it, but it's still holding that note. I like that. What do we have next? Stage 14, the Centennial Festival of Magical Girls. Extra stage theme. Some parts is the Chinese style, some parts is New Age. Why? If I play keyboard without thinking about the theme, it becomes like this. This seems to be the song of the culmination of my habits. Listen well, it's full of mysterious phrases. My toy box. Slap bass, acoustic grand piano, a square lead, another string ensemble, brass section, square lead vibraphones, drums, trumpet. I see what he meant by Chinese. Got a bit of techno in there, too. By the way, the best part about this, I can change the volume of the individual parts if I want to remix his song, and I can mute entire bits of the song. So if I want to, I can ruin this. That's nice. Oh yeah. Whoa, now! Whoa! There's something about hearing that. UN Owen is her, chat. UN Owen is her. One of the most popular songs in the entire franchise. Flaundry Scarlet's theme. This theme I like it the most. Truly the result of challenging. To mysteriously express giving life to the devilish girl. The melody is lollyish, with the work being the most me-like melody. Acoustic guitar, fretless bass, square lead, bright acoustic, string ensemble. There's a glockenspiel? Hold on. Square lead, vibraphone, distortion guitar, drums, a Hammond organ, electric grand piano, bright acoustic piano, and a trumpet. Oh yeah. Ooh, never noticed that bit. So there's a second tune that's hiding behind the first tune that keeps popping out. That's kind of cool. Reminds me of Monster House. Or, Maniac Mansion. That's the one. The fact that this requires the fucking glockenspiel. That's wild to me. Eternity more transient than Scarlet. The ending theme. Imagine the song's name. This is an arrangement of the title screen's theme. Why it's the Japanese style. Better said, the Japanese style is better. Slap bass, acoustic grand piano, bright acoustic, vibraphone, non-string guitar comes back on this, pan flute, cello, fuck yes, drums, trumpet, distortion guitar, music box, and fiddle. Huh. I like that. Very soothing. According to my music knowledge, this is in 6/8. Oh, okay. I like it. Makes me happy. I've never been good at reading music, but I used to be pretty decent at just kind of guessing at music. is so wild. I like that. Be back, gotta do something. Alright. Take care with what you gotta do. I want to check out Scarlet Tower. Staff roll theme. There's always just a desperately dark staff roll theme, but this time I made it lighthearted, full of hope. Probably. With there being little staff as there were, it couldn't have been very long. Would have been better with a more magnificent song. But this has partly become an in-room song of impression. This isn't intentional. Ooh. Acoustic grand piano, string ensemble, slap bass, vibraphone, nylon string, pan flute, cello, bright acoustic drums, tremolo strings. Really? Fiddle comes back too. Yeah, I can hear that tremolo. I like it. I like it. Ooh. Oh, I like that. I like how it kind of just fades. Oh, that's good. I needed this, chat. Just listen to some fucking music. Funkin' music. Alright, let's try and get back to actually playing this thing. You know what I'm going to do real quick? I want to do the extra real quick. Ah, damn, we don't have extra unlocked yet? Hold on, I know how to do extra. Excuse me. I know how to do extra. Where are you? Hold on. Ah, darn it. I don't have the TH Prac turned on yet. Hold on. Because I like doing extra because it's hard as balls. Ah, darn it. There you go. Actually, I'm not going to do the extra real quick. I want to earn extra. I want to earn extra. Alright, let's see what we can do here. See what we can get over here. I'm going to try and collect as much power as I can during this. If I can hit any of you. Yep. Yep, I'm not going to take that risk so I don't miss you. Let's see what we can do over here. Good. Now with hope, I'm going to be good enough to be able to actually move forward on this. Yep. Hold it if you can. wonder how high we can actually get with this. I know we can't get it maxed out, right? You can't really get it maxed out until partway through Chirno's level. Even if you're hitting everything. Hello, Rhombus. Oh, son of a bitch. Yep. Better to restart now rather than going all the way through and being one life short, unfortunately. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright, a reminder of the Russian name Sanovich. Sanovich! Ah. A classic American-inspired name, I see. Now you're messing with it. Son of a bitch! Now you're messing with son of a bitch! Damn. Alright, hold on. I got this time. Alright, come on. Come on! I can do this. I believe in me. TouHou's. Damn it! That was not a pause. That was not a pause. That one was a that was a bomb. Ah, you know what? It's fine. Is one bomb really gonna save my life? Yes. Yes, it would. Automod's being mean to me. Well, don't worry. I unmodded it. It's okay. Don't worry. You're fine. I unmodded it. I saved you from automod. Guys, it's September. Remember. Remember. Remember the 21st night of September. You know what, chat? I should rip off that, Gigi, and then do an entire day of just singing that song. Except I wouldn't be as funny. It's already been done. When my emergency fund is restored, I'll consider doing subs again. Your emergency fund. When you say emergency fund, I just imagine you cracking open the floor of a garage. You just, like, slam open a concrete floor, and you just, like, start ripping out money from underneath piles of concrete. Like, instead of guns, like in, John Wick, it's actually just money. But it's not like big bills. We're not talking like $100 bills or anything. We're talking like $2 bills. No. That's the electronic banking's 100% compromised fund. Oh, okay. Whereas electronic banking's only like 98% compromised right now. So you always gotta have some money that you just bury under the house, alright? There's nothing wrong with burying your money under the house like some sort of 1920s grandmother. Because you literally can't trust the banks. It's great. They can pry my money out of my cold, dead hands. It's alright, Grandma. You're gonna be dead soon. I'm not dead. I'm full of vim. Ah! That's the sound of her getting pushed down the stairs, by the way. Oh. Down with the duopoly! Down! We gotta wait for the banks to, the bank's long-term contracts with Visa and MasterCard to expire. Honestly, that duopoly never should have been allowed to exist. Duopolies are just as dangerous as monopolies. And, you know, when I am evil overlord, we won't have to worry about monopolies because the government will have a monopoly. Oh, wait, sorry, the government's actually just using corporations directly in order to say that it's not the government doing these things, because most of the time when the corporations are doing things, it's literally at the request of the American government. And what Visa and MasterCard are doing is actively at the behest of the American government who asked them to do this. So they could pass digital ID. Oh, sorry, are we not supposed to say that out loud? Oh, my bad. Sorry, I guess I just didn't feel like living today. Would have been an issue they didn't take over all the online transactions. Why do you think they did take over all the online transactions? Damn it! They took over them specifically so they could do this. This is what it's for. You know what? No. Inbound mysterious disappearance. Oh, whoa, guys! Guys, I got a letter! Oh, it's from the FBI! It says 5? Oh, there's another letter! There's another letter! Wait, this one just says 4! Huh, that's weird. Wait, hey, guys, another one just came under my door! This one says 3! Huh, that's weird. Yeah, well, I'm sure it's not. Wait, there's another. Oh, man. Yoink. Yoink. If only we invented crypto a little bit earlier. I see that, Kappa. I see that, Kappa. Remember, kids, the FBI doesn't surveil you. That's the NSA. Exactly. Well, okay, so there's actually... So, a lot of people are just like, oh, it's the CIA, it's the FBI. You guys need to understand that there are a few hundred different organizations, all with very similar names, and when they specifically say that an organization by name is not doing something, that's because another organization that is under the exact same authority as the first one with a slightly different name is doing it instead. Well, there's the Department of Internal Security, there's the Central Intelligence Services, the Central Intelligence Security Division, there's National Security Investigation, oh my god, there's so many damn organizations with almost the exact same name, so that they can specifically say, well, don't worry, it wasn't us that did that. It's like with the JFK stuff, right? Where the FBI specifically said, the FBI did not send agents to kill JFK. The FBI did not do this. The FBI did not kill reporters. The FBI did not kill these people. Very specifically the FBI. Well, was it with the CIA? No. It very specifically was not the CIA either. We had a different anagram do that. Because that's the funny part, right? And remember, there's Internal Revenue Services, but there's also other organizations that are basically the Internal Revenue Services, but have different names as well. Because, you know, we have like 40 different organizations that serve each individual purpose, just so they can specifically say that it wasn't one specific group, because they wouldn't have the group that everybody knows do the thing. It's great. It makes me happy. Did you guys know that Soil Erosion Services in the United States has a fleet of howitzers? Sorry, battalion, not fleet. Soil Erosion Services. You know the guys whose job it is to make sure that dirt isn't falling down a hill? Yeah, they have their own howitzer group. It's great. Department of Internal Security, Department of Internal Affairs, Soil Erosion Services. I'm trying to remember all the different names here, and it's going to get me killed. Alright, I need to actually focus, because otherwise I'm not going to have enough lives for this. Actually, I'm just not going to have enough lives, full stop. Holy shit. Fire at the ground and make sure the soil is eroding. Actually, unironically, Trilogy, you are correct. So, the reason they have their battalion of howitzers is specifically so that they can check when an avalanche is about to occur, or when there is high risk for an avalanche, and they can set up defensive walls to prevent the avalanche from doing damage. Then they fire howitzers at the fucking mountain to force an avalanche that they can control and secure in a way that does not damage the surrounding towns. So they will just, oh, this thing's about to have a massive avalanche that could cause all this trouble. Alright. Well, we're going to ensure that it does. We are going to ensure for a fact that it does. But we're going to make sure it goes this way instead. Department of Energy has its own weapons design firm. Oh, jeez. Department of Education has their own, like, SWAT team that they never use. Department of Education has its own SWAT team. The Department of Soil Erosion Services also has its own SWAT team. I know that you've got Department of Central Intelligence has their own SWAT, has their own like assault teams and whatnot. You have the Department of Farm. Department of Farm something has their own like tank. USPIS is my favorite. Fucking, I hate how there's so many different letters. There's so many letters. Guy steals the mail. Oh my gosh, yeah, no. Dude. Mail theft. Like, okay. Chat. Thinks the FBI will never catch me. It isn't the FBI they're sending. So, there's actually some of the most highly trained soldiers on the planet are actually under the purview of the United States Postal Service. Because they hire the most badass Delta Force level operators to protect the mail. I have seen what happens when they knock over a mail truck. Some guys decided to take a mail truck and knock it off the road. And these guys showed up within 5 minutes. And gunned every single person down who was trying to steal from the mail truck. You don't fucking steal from the mail. They literally just gunned them down with machine guns in the open fucking street, and the news just didn't talk about it. They talked about the fact that these guys tried to steal from the mail truck. They talked about the fact that law enforcement wound up ending the threat, but they didn't talk about the fact that a bunch of guys just hopped out of a fucking van and just went brrrr. Shit's horrifying, man. Don't fuck with the post office. They have full authority to protect that mail. Yeah, chances are if the government wants to assassinate your ass, they're not going to send the FBI. They're not going to send the CIA. They're not going to send any of the organizations whose job is listed to do that sort of thing, because those organizations will be asked. They'll send somebody like, I don't know, SETI? Or NASA? You know what I mean, right? Like, they'll send something that seems like it has nothing to do with it at all, because there's less likelihood anyone will ask. Remember, if you don't ask them specifically, they don't have to tell you shit. They're gonna bait me into trying to steal from a mail truck. Ugh! That's horrifying, dude. No, never steal from a mail truck. That's awful. That'll end very poorly. Ah, he was saying something we don't like. Quick! Convince him to steal from a mail truck.
Hello? Rhombus, please do not kill me. Please, Rhombus. I love the government. I would never betray them.
I just love how we have like 1,000 different names for every department, just so that these departments can say, it was not specifically us. We specifically did not give the order to do this thing. It's like, okay, alright. Did you give the order to anybody else? We specifically did not give the order to any of our employees who were on contract during that time period that were not on administrative leave. It's like, that's very, very specific, isn't it? Huh. I've talked about this shit before, right? But when I was doing any sort of like game work, right? We actually had guys in fucking suits show up and tell us that we couldn't produce certain games. It's great, right? Don't you love it? Don't you love it? No, it's private companies doing these things, chat. Private companies are deciding to censor you. It's not the government. It's private companies. It's private companies. Come on. Alright. Nah, I'm just gonna do that. Thank you. Remember, chat, this is all just private companies doing private company things. You can't blame the government. There's no censorship. And if you ask the government, they'll say, no, it definitely was not the executive branch. And if you ask, what branch was it? Well, it definitely wasn't the legislative branch. We have no record that it was this organization. We have no present record that is currently in our possession that this thing happened. We don't currently have a record that specifically says the words that you're asking about in the way that you're asking about them. Did you ever have that? No, we have never had a document that specifically says in the verbiage that you used that we were doing the exact thing that you accused us of ourselves.
Hello, Chuno. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hey! Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey, chat, why does the Federal Trade Commission need a SWAT team? Why does the Federal Trade Commission need a SWAT team? Why does the Department of Agriculture need tanks? Why does the Department of Agriculture need multiple tanks? Okay, admittedly with the Department of Agriculture, it's actually so they can do, like, towing assistance stuff and whatnot. But, you know, it still looks suspicious, alright? It still looks suspicious. Still a little bit. Maybe. Tiny bit. Okay, so admittedly, almost every one of the shady things that the government's doing has an actual reasonable explanation for it, but that's boring. The deer population got too out of hand. Dude, I wish they'd start deploying tanks against boar. Like, there is a fucking problem with wild boar, and I think we need to start deploying all hands. We need to get the army out there, not just like the Nat Guard. We need the actual army deployed on U.S. soil to take care of the boar problem in the United States. You guys don't understand how bad it's getting and how large the boars are getting. The boars are mutating to become larger and larger and larger over time, and there's just millions of them. That is not me misspeaking. There's millions of them. Millions and millions and millions and millions of them. And that is with round-the-clock constant hunting. Something's happening with the boars, man. That's why I don't necessarily mind the fact that Special Forces take training operations onto U.S. soil to try and hunt boar. What, we've had fucking Vulcan cannons deployed against the boars, man. They will literally deploy 120mm cannons, fully automatic cannons at that, to try and hunt boar. Because they're getting too large. Yoink. Thank you. There are 700-pound boars, chat. I don't know if you guys understand that. 700-pound boars. It's a little bit fucking ridiculous, actually. So I don't necessarily blame some of these people for bringing out tanks. DNR does, in fact, need heavy-mounted machine guns. Declare war on wild boar. We already have. That's the problem. There's already an open season year-round on wild boar. There is literally a year-round open season on them where you can use any weapons you want on them and kill as many as you want without tags or anything else, and it's not enough. Wild boar are scary, man. Well, we're definitely going to lose it eventually. I just don't know if we're losing it here yet. There we go, there we go. Come on, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, no. You know what? Not taking the risk. Don't care. Kill her. Thank you. Hooray!
Hooray! Hooray! Yay!
We did it! Oh, man. Yeah, chat, when I do my best is when I'm allowed to just, like, mentally kind of shut off and start talking about whatever while not paying attention to the game. Surprisingly enough, when I'm actively thinking about this shit, I'm usually much worse. Because then I get hyper concerned and everything falls apart. Oh, man. No, a lot of this stuff has been genuinely just the most ridiculous crap. Nah, I didn't need that. Hey, guys. Department of Education needs another, like, $500,000. Oh, you're gonna spend it on education? Yes. Why'd you say it that way? We're educating our SWAT teams. Oh, to respond to problems at the schools, right? Kind of. Technically. Oof, damn it. Yeah, no, this is what we're getting at here. See, as soon as I notice I'm doing good, it all starts falling apart. There is no reason I should have fell apart there. Alright, that's fine. Alright, alright. Come on. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I haven't for a while. Damn it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna be able to make it past this, but... Okay, no, that's just fucking insulting. That's just fucking insulting. Hold on. That series of deaths was fucking insulting, and I hate it. Those really big white bullets with the outlines have wonky hitboxes. Yeah, I know. I know. They're really fucking annoying. They are so annoying. We did slightly worse than last time. Ouch. Yeah, I really don't... I wish there was a way to get an easier visualization on the hitboxes. Like, I had to add a hitbox to the player character to be able to do as well as I have been. Because I just... Man, I need visual hitboxes. I need to be able to see what I actually can hit and what I can't. And most of the time, I can't see what I can't hit! No, I'm not saving this replay. Alright, hold on. You know what? Nah, I want to practice. Excuse me real quick. Extra stage. 3. Let's go 3 lives, 3 bombs. That'll be fun. Power. Nah. Let's go. Just a little bit of the extra stage. Damn. Alright, that's fine. Oh, great. Oh, great. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Alright. Chat, this is what we call a humbling moment. Just reminding myself to be humble. Just reminding myself to be humble, chat. What? You again. Hold on. Excuse me. Can I? Hold on. Hold on. Whoa! Hey, I still got top score. Chat, I still got top score. That's what we call a humbling moment. Just remind me I'm mortal. I'm human. Well, elven? Cyborg? Whatever. Possum. If that doesn't get me back into the spirit, I don't know what will. There's nothing like getting your ass kicked to remind you that you can sometimes kick ass. But not too much ass, because if you kick too much ass, then you're gonna be dead. We have not been able to get back past Patchy in a few weeks here, and it's genuinely a bit frustrating. I don't want to use continues, but that's just because this one gives you a bad ending if you use continues. And doesn't give you the whole 9 yards, the whole experience. Which way are you going? Going right? Alright. Good, good. I wish a lot of the hitboxes were a little bit more obvious. Like, I understand why they're not, but it would be nice. It would be nice. Humanity learning to add. Also, I still have some issues with how Marissa handles in general, right? It's very hard to do micro adjustments just because I'm using the fight stick. Excuses, 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 excuses. But it is genuinely very difficult to make the adjustments I need to make. Yoink, yoink, yep. There we go. Marissa's best if you use the giant laser beam, in my experience. I can understand that, right? I just have problems with surviving, because as you get later on, like, she doesn't do as much damage as she used to do when she first had the giant laser beam, right? Her laser beam is not nearly as good as it used to be, right? Like, I understand, because most people do say that that is the easier way to go, right? I personally find Persuasion Needle to be my easiest way to go, right? But I've heard that this one is better for, like, not always having to get up close. So, you know, I'm kind of at a loss on which route I want to go that way. It's also just not very good to be constantly shifting between which of the characters you're using. I could definitely try using it, because one of the good things about having the piercing is that it doesn't stop your bullets, so you're able to get a better hit on those, right? I don't know. Eventually I'm going to get through this. Maybe. Or maybe not. But even if I don't get through this, I'm still having fun getting to this point, right? And this is really a just genuinely good de-stressor for me. This whole game is a really, really nice de-stressor. Because the music is really nice, it's fairly laid back. Even when there's a bunch of problems, I will get stressed out over time, right? Of course I do. But there's still that genuine improvement, there's that moving forward, there's that feeling that you're doing something, right? I actually feel like I'm accomplishing something. I mean, we can try Giant Laser Beam. If we die too early here, I'll exit out of this run, and then we'll try the Giant Laser for a bit. Try and see what we can do there. Nah. We'll try the Giant Laser. We'll try the laser one for a little bit at the very least. I'll try Illusion Spark. I'm not usually that good at Illusion Spark. The score is usually pretty drastically different, as you can see. It is a bit easier to clear the stages before bosses with this one, but I remember having a bit more trouble with actually clearing the bosses. It's good for crowds, it's not so good for individuals. And individuals tend to be where I'm having the most trouble. I say, as I don't necessarily know if that's the exact truth. Son of a bitch! Ah! Oh, man. Well, what you gonna do, right? She's got the exact same movement speed. I shouldn't have any trouble swooping around and swooshing around. In fact, my style of constantly moving should be better with this one, just because by the act of you moving constantly, you're more likely to hit them. Was it Mystic Square where she has the full damage on? Son of a... Fucking hell. Was it Mystic Square where she has the full damage? I genuinely just don't remember. Ah, well. What you gonna do, right? What I'm going to do is try and relax a little bit. I admit I've been way too stressed for way too long. Part of the reason I've been stressed is it seems like everybody and their brother, I talked about this earlier, right? Everybody seems to be doing these fucking shit tests where they're like, are you a good person? I'm gonna constantly test you. It's like, no, I'm not a good person. I said this the first time I met you. I'm a terrible, terrible excuse for a human being who's failed everybody who's ever depended on him. If that's a problem, don't make it a problem later when you're like, oh, you're not a great, amazing, incredible, super cool dude. It's like, no, I'm awful. I hate myself, and other people should hate me too. I just do whatever I can to help out people whenever I can. I'm fucking scared. So it shouldn't come as any surprise when I don't live up to people's expectations. I'm bad at video games, bad at helping people. I've failed everything I've ever tried to do, but I keep trying to do it anyway. So I don't have any other option other than to keep trying. Maybe one of these days I'll be a decent person, but, you know, that's a long way away. Seriously, it bugs me how it's constant, right? And if you're not constantly at your absolute best, people will just throw you the fuck aside. Every single time. It's like you have to be perfect every time, all the time. There we go. Good. At the very least here, the game's not really fucking judging me that much. It's just doing the standard sort of bullying. And that's fine. The game's still the same. And it's not like if you failed one run, your next run is going to be harder because how dare you fail the last time? Oh no, you didn't pass every single one of my tests every single time. Get out of my life! Ah! You do with that enough times, you start preempting it. Yoink. And you also start seeing it where it's not there. There we go. Come on. Yep. Hey! Hell yeah! Alright, take what we can. Keep rolling where we gotta. Come on, baby. Come on, feel the noise. No, I'm just stressed about everything lately. I'm probably not even gonna remember I said half this shit later. I'm just tired, boys. I think we've all been tired recently. To an extent. I don't think there's any reason to really doom right now, because things are going, honestly, not too terribly. I got food. I got shelter. I think all of us are tired in our own ways, you know? I think part of that's because, you know, there's a lot in life that wants you worn down. Laser! I think there's no shame in being worn down. If everything's set up to wear you down, where's the shame in being worn down? You know what I mean? And that's a little bit silly. I don't know. New job annoying me? Keep at it for a year. Get recent experience to go to a company that gives an even bigger raise. Remember when you could just start at a company and they didn't give a fuck if you had recent experience? Remember that? How you used to be able to just go to a company and be like, oh, well, we'll just bring you in because we need people. It's like, now you need recent experience. And a lot of times people's recent experience is lies. People's recent experiences a lot of the time is just people lying on their fucking resumes. And then everybody else has to deal with the fallout of an entire culture that seems to be based around let's lie as much as we physically can. Lie, 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 lie. Like, I mean, it shouldn't matter if I had 5 years, 10 years, 20 years without a job. What matters is I'm here now, coming to you now for a job. Holy shit. You know what I mean? Can't lie if I wanted. And I get found out immediately. In an industry where employment can be verified through the government. You get what I mean, though, right? Even with that verified by the government, there are a lot of positions that are going to be lies, right? Because the government doesn't double-check overseas employment. The government doesn't check overseas tenants on these things, overseas these, that, the other. So if you really want to fake a lot of this shit, you just get another country to say you're working on this shit. And then bing, bang, boom, you're good to go. And that's one of the biggest fucking problems you got right now, man. I drive truck. Yeah. Yeah. So why does a truck driver need recent experience? Do you have your license? Yes, no. Do you have your certs? Yes, no. That doesn't seem like a recent experience required thing. That seems more like a, can you pass your certs? Okay, you're good to go. Get them on board. Have you had an accident? No? Yes? Did you get certified after your accident? No? Yes? Call me crazy here, but, I don't think we really need, like, oh, man, hey, there's this blank in your career here. What were you doing? Well, I was still driving. Just not truck. Just, like, that's the thing that pisses me off the most in a lot of this stuff, right? There's so many jobs where they're like, oh, where's your recent experience? It's like, okay. So, does the 10 years doing X, Y, and Z not count at all? Well, I mean, you got this gap in your resume, and, you know, we just don't want you to, have a gap for some fucking reason. And it used to be that you could go with a company, and you'd actually be able to stay with that one company for your entire career. You know, you'd have a career, and now they actively laugh and mock at you if you stay at a company. One company I was working at, they had a guy who'd been with the company for 30 fucking years, and you know what they did? They didn't thank him for his service, they didn't thank him for being there, they mocked him for not leaving the company to go to a different company to get more money. They literally were mocking this guy who gave 30 years of his life to the company because he wasn't willing to do hopping. Instead, he was actually loyal to the company. And they said that made him an idiot. Entry-level jobs, even 10 years ago, wanted 3 levels of experience. It's worse now. Used to be able to go to a better company because veteran. Now even they want that year? Okay. Alright, no. Fuck that bullshit. This is why we need to kill off the H-1B program. And everything similar in every other country. We need to make it so that people can't leave country to find work. So that these people won't keep flooding every other job in every other country. I'm just gonna level with you. I think every country's gonna be better off if they can hire their people that are local that need work, rather than going to anywhere and everywhere else to hire people instead. I know, politics on my VTuber, I don't fucking give a fuck. I really don't care. I will go political, I don't care. I'll also go entertaining, and I don't mind if you disagree with my politics completely. I really don't. I'm not going to, I don't know, kill you in front of a massive crowd of people if you don't share my exact politics because I'm some sort of psychopath. I'm not gonna do that shit. Because I'm actually a human being who understands that different people have different opinions. But I'm also sick and tired of everybody just saying no, 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 no. Never say any of your opinions ever. Just hide. Because we can all see things are shit right now. And it never goes the other way. You know what I mean? It never fucking goes the other way. It only ever seems to go one specific way, which is you can't say the opinion that whoever's in office dislikes. And no, I'm not just talking about America, although America tends to hold the rest of the rest of the world in a fucking stranglehold. England's trying to do it now too. You got all these different places that are trying to enforce their shit. I think we're all better if our countries can rule themselves without a bunch of foreign companies and countries coming on in and saying, you know, how dare you have your own independence? Maybe I'm crazy. You might think I'm foolish, but I'm not messing around. And you might think I'm crazy all my life. Crazy hot take here. I think that the people who came here, had their H-1Bs, should be able to take everything they've learned from being in the United States, or from being in England, or from being wherever they went for their actual, like, training. Like, any of these guys who are using their, like, go to a foreign area for training should be able to take that understanding of a country that's operating better than the one they came from back to their country and improve the status of their country to make it better for their countrymen, better for themselves, better for their people, and better for their culture. And I think everyone does better when people actually give a damn about their home. Everybody does better. Hot take. Crazy, I know. Deranged. Insane. Cerebrum's like a cabbage. Like, again, wherever you're from, I think you should want to improve your homeland, no matter what that homeland is. In my case, I can't fucking go back to my homeland because they don't want me. They told me to go fuck off. They told my entire family to go fuck off and tried to have us be without any sort of citizenship at all. I only had luck that I had family who were in the States, and I also happened to have that dual citizenship. Which, no longer dual, but hey. Offshoring in general. Yeah. Let's be fair here, right? The offshoring doesn't fucking help. It doesn't help the people who are doing it. Legitimately. Because long term, they're all going to be doing offshore jobs instead of helping out their own neighbors. They're all going to be doing these improvements overseas. Doing this work overseas, which means nothing gets done in their own country, which means nothing improves in their own country. You're not helping out yourself, you're not helping out your neighbors, you're not helping out your family, you're not helping out the country that's hosting you. Nobody benefits from this shit. Even again, a lot of people will say, well, these hyper-rich people benefit. Long term, they fucking don't. Nobody actually benefits from this shit long term. It looks like you benefit when you're looking at the short-term metrics, but if you sit there and you do third-order, fourth-order consequences, you're going to find out very, very swiftly that the vast majority of these choices that you've made here to try and create this reestablishment to get yourself into a better position for power plays is not going to actually help you out in the slightest. The vast majority of these power plays are very, very good for a couple years. Maybe 5 years or 10 years at most, but then by the time you're getting your benefits here, well, congratulations, buddy. You've actually lost out on everything you had when you started. Nobody's winning here. And I think we all need to be placed into a better position where we can actually sit here and go, huh, maybe, just maybe, we can help our own people, and by helping ourselves, we'll actually help other people. I don't know. I'm probably just crazy. Who knows? I don't pass the smell test. I don't pass the shit test, so obviously I'm just worth nonsense. There's nothing I have that anybody else needs to hear. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'd like to think a lot of my opinions are not necessarily based around politics. but are things that happen to coincide with political views. Because I don't give a fuck about parties. I don't give a fuck about a lot of that crap. I am here for what does the best for the people I actually give a damn about. I think that if we had more people who were willing to care about the people next to them before they go pretending to care about the people on the other side of the fucking planet, I think the people on the other side of the planet would be doing far fucking better. Also, I'm just in one of those, like, hostile moods today. So, you know, my apologies if you wanted, like, super laid back anything. I've just been getting screwed over a lot these last couple months here, and it's kind of starting to get to me. I know that's not exactly fun to listen to. It's not possible to be laid back and playing Touhou. Are you kidding me? Of course it is. It's incredibly easy to be laid back playing Touhou. I've done it before. This is my comfort game. This game is just kind of relaxing. The problem I've got isn't the game. The problem I've got is me. Hoping to get out of stressful jobs, but nah, I get to be stuck back in it for a year. On the bright side, you can at least get into it, right? I don't know which country you're operating out of, whether it's US or whether it's, you know, wherever. But I know that pretty much across the board, there's stress and difficulty going around. I mean, we did get farther. Yeah, we got farther. Okay, I'm willing to keep trying it. I'm willing to keep trying it. We'll see what we can do. Let's go! I do think there's a lot of people who are cruel for the sake of trying to look empathetic. For the sake of doing what looks like you care, you'll often do things that really don't fucking care. It's like that classic little story, man. You had a prisoner transport. They had one more prisoner than they could carry, and they killed the prisoner. And everybody hops up and says, it's cruel, it's evil, it's horrific, you should have just left the prisoner, or you should have done this, or you should have done that. You could have left one of the guards. If you left the guards, all of the prisoners would have gotten out. Most likely that all the guards would have died and all the prisoners would have died. If you left him there in the desert, he'd be dead. Because it's the desert, and you're not going to be able to come back. You just let him go, you're giving him a fucking death sentence in the middle of the Australian desert, right? That shit's not gonna fly. If you keep people back, well, they're dead. If you load it down light enough that you can have a few, like one person down on the ground, and your three people there, the one person on the ground's probably gonna be dead. There's a lot of situations where it's awful, it's terrible, and the most humane thing you can possibly do is the seemingly inhumane thing. But people would rather seem humane rather than be humane. And kindness to criminals is cruelty to victims. You can't always be kind to everybody. And sometimes you gotta do some really scummy shit in order to do what's right. Help, I accidentally Touhou'd everywhere. Oh no! Oh no ho! It's one of those weird things, man. Life ain't like some easy, like, oh, this is the good choice, this is the bad choice. Sometimes the worst fucking choices you have to make in your entire life are the only choices you can make. Because life sometimes fucking sucks. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Life sucks. But life is also beautiful, and wonderful, and majestic, and amazing. That's the big thing, isn't it? For every single way we can sit there and complain, for every single way we can sit there and say that shit isn't worth it, and shit fucking sucks, for every single way you can go out of your way to say that things aren't worth it, things aren't gonna turn out, yada yada yada, complain, complain, complain. There's great beauty in the world, you know? There's joy in the world. There's love. There's loveliness in the world. There's all these beautiful things out there. And a lot of us have sat down and just kind of given up on looking at what's beautiful because we just don't think about it anymore. We don't think about the fact that there's beautiful trees and animals, that there's lovely life still going on outside the window. We're so busy staring at the digital window, we just don't bother anymore. Hey, I did it. Proper dodge. We can't be asked to actually care about our neighbor. Genuinely care about him. But yet we'll sit there and we'll care about people, quote-unquote care about people, who we'll never see, we'll never know, we'll never interact with, who may never even exist in the first place. Because that way earns us more brownie points. And because that way is not getting censored. Because that way is the approved way to be. There's people who will literally let their next-door neighbor starve to death and laugh about it, while they're bemoaning somebody who is in a country that they can't even point to on a map. It's kind of fucking wild. The amount of people who are willing to just, like, again, let their own neighbor starve, let their own neighbor cry, let their own neighbor fall apart, let the people who are actually right close to them, let their own family members decay and wilt and wither and die, all in the name of helping somebody else who may not even need help. Neighbors, what are those? You know, that's a question that Jesus was asked. You know that? What is your neighbor? There's a biblical stance on what a neighbor is. There's what Christ said a neighbor is. And he mentioned it with a parable of the Good Samaritan. Long ago, neighbors would welcome you to the neighborhood. Yeah. In some places, they still do. But there's people who are trying to kill that off. They're trying to remove that. Because they want you not to care about your neighbors. They want you to not care about this stuff. They want you to care about nothing. Who's they? Well, they is not any one individual group of people. It's a more of a collection of groups of people who often tend to be led by who knows what. Emphasis on the word knows. And that doesn't help the nose either. It doesn't help anybody, honestly, in the long term. There's a lot of people who are operating out of spite to get you to hate your neighbor, instead of operating out of wanting to actually fix everything for themselves. It's sad. It's impossible to force people not to care about themselves. Caring about your neighbor is caring for yourself as well. If you care about your neighbor, genuinely well and truly care about your neighbor's gonna do well. And if your neighbor does genuinely well, it's gonna make things better for you as well. Caring about others is not a selfless thing. Believe it or not, sometimes caring about others is the only way you can defend yourself. You can be incredibly selfish and still care about others, because you're caring about others to help yourself. That was incredibly fun about the audio. There's a lot of retards out there who think they can go it alone. Who think the only thing they have entire existence is just themselves. But let me remind you guys, right? remind you guys of something here. You know that song My Way that I sing every single time? I was reminded of this by Wendy. I'm slamming my face and stuff. But that song was originally a French song about a guy who was suicidally depressed after his marriage failed. That song is about a failing marriage. The song My Way, that everybody wants to, like, openly just, like, praise themselves and talk about how great it is to go your own way and only rely on yourself. If not himself, then he has not. You know that whole shit? It's a guy lamenting the fact that his marriage is dead and he has no one who loves him and he's about to commit suicide. That's what the song My Way has always been about. He's singing this triumphant ballad about how he's done it his way. Just ignore the fact that literally everything in his fucking life has turned out wrong because he always did it his way. That's why every single time I sing that song, I don't end it on a happy note. I don't end it on the triumphant, yes, it was my way. I end it on the almost like breaking down into tears. It was my way. Because at the end of the day, that's the actual meaning behind a lot of this shit. When you do things your way, when you do things for you, you're gonna hurt yourself in the long run. Individuality is a fucking cancer. Not because it doesn't help you in the short run. Not because you need to give up all sense of self completely. Give in to this groupthink bullshit, group guilt and all that crap. No. It's a cancer because it does good, and then it just keeps going, and if you let it metastasize out of control and overwhelmingly take over everything else, it's gonna kill you eventually. It's not that it's bad. It's not that it's bad on its own. Cancer itself is originally just good cells. It's things doing their own job. It's things doing their own point. Balance must be struck. Yeah. Everything in life is a fucking balance. Too much concern for the group leads to weird utilitarian bullshit. Yes! That's what I'm fucking saying. Right? You're gonna die if you spend too much time on everybody else. You're gonna die if you spend too much time on yourself. You gotta find a good, healthy balance. A good, proper balance. It is not good that man should be alone. There's a lot of people out there who think that they need to be alone. They don't. There's a lot of people who hear that my way. Yep, I'm gonna go on my way. There's a lot of people who hear these songs, who hear these stories, who hear these things, and they take away this vision of the world. They can just make it entirely on their own with nobody else, nothing else. They don't have to reach out, they don't have to go out. They just abuse everything they can. Hope for the best. No, it'll turn out. It'll turn out. It'll turn out. It fucking doesn't. Your hard work isn't gonna mean anything if you don't have smart work. Your money, your skill, your anything isn't gonna mean jack shit on its own if you're not using it properly. You have to be smart about shit. You have to be willing to actually build out of your comfort zone and be able to take a risk. And yeah, a lot of times it's gonna explode in your fucking face. Welcome to life. A lot of times other people are gonna hurt you. A lot of times other things are gonna fall the fuck apart. Things aren't gonna work out right. You're gonna be the asshole. There's a lot of people who need the asshole. Believe it or not, even your asshole has a use. It gets the poop out of your system. You don't want your poop backing up. That's how you die. You get sepsis. You get overwritten by the poop. The world needs assholes. Not too many. Just one or two. One per person. fact, I'm speaking this stuff like some sort of wise man. I'm no genius. I'm no master at anything. Fucking hell. I'm no genius, and you're no genius either. None of us are. Not even the smartest person on Earth is actually a genius. It's a sad fucking truth of the matter, ain't it? We're all just idiots. You should dodge the bullets. Oh! You know, I didn't realize that. I'm gonna try that. If there is one thing I have learned, it's that I have learned nothing. Oh, sorry, if there's one thing that I've learned, it's that I know nothing. That's it. That's it. Man. Only about 2 hours this shit, I'm already pissed off. And again, I started this thing pissed off. Come on, baby. Yeah, I don't know. Ah, nose itch. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright, sneak it through, sneak it through. Skip it. Let's go. try and sneak our way through. Good, good. Light sign. Nightmare. Kind of wish we ever got coverage on the bow. But we might still get it in a future game. Who knows? For all I know, we're gonna we're gonna have a game that comes out in like 10 years from now that shows the exact thing that the bow does when it's removed. Because Zun will remember. And he'll go, oh yeah, that's what I wanted. Like, nope.
Let's go!
I want to at least make it to 3 hours of TouHouSday. Oh, jeez, hold on. I need to drink some water. My voice is failing. Which is just great. I love that. I love when you haven't really done much of anything, but you're only 2 hours into a stream and everything starts falling apart already. It's honestly the best feeling in the world. I'm not sure how to keep my motivation for this time. Because just seeing the same shit over and over again, and being just as bad as I've always been, isn't exactly heartwarming. We win a few, we lose a lot. Maybe this is just my skill ceiling. I don't know. There we go. Alright, let's see what we have here. Try to sneak through. Gotta sneak through. Oh, depression hurts. Get a little bit closer. Nope. 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 No. 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 Nope. 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 With everything else that's happened today, just nope. 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 It's oddly enough harder than a few of the later ones. Well, that's what I'm counting on, right? I'm counting on the fact that eventually, I am going to get to a point where I'm good enough at this game that I'll be able to beat the later ones, right? Eventually I gotta get to that point, don't I? Eventually I have to get to the point where I'm good enough. The one that's super ultra hard is like Lunatic Kingdom, which is a weird like enforced no death mechanic in one mode. Ew. So I'm gonna take a little bit of time here to hang out and chat. Also, the other reason why I want to stop streaming right now is my voice is very, very poorly, and I don't want to risk causing damage of any kind that is permanent. I hope you guys do understand. I did want to like stream earlier today to try and get things done. If I'm able to handle stuff later, right? That'll be great. If I'm able to handle stuff later, that'll be great. Huh. That's funny, isn't it? Oh, man. Damn. Redirect privileges. Required. I don't wanna like leave you guys on a bad moment there. But again, if I'm gonna be doing these, I am drinking water. The problem is I'm also having some issues with being able to just talk in general. It's a problem, right? And I don't want to like get angry and then shout. Hold on. How's my audio going on here? Hello, test 1, test 2, test 3. Why is that a little bit rumbly? Oh, that's weird. That is really weird. That is really weird. But yeah, I don't want to put my voice at risk. So I'm going to drink some water, I'm going to lay down, probably take a nap, and see about rating you guys somewhere. My apologies. Sincere and true apologies on that. I do want to be able to do more like streaming and whatnot, but right now, it just does not seem like the time. Oh, jeez. That is rough. That is rough. What you gonna do? Well, good night, everybody. I hope to be back later. If I am able to come back later, I'll come back and do more stream, right? But right now, I need to rest my voice. I need to relax the best I can. And I hope you guys had a good time here, right? Hope you guys had a good time, you know. Let me see here. TouHou Project, but I run into the bullets. I'm gonna vibe and eat lunch. Well, I hope you have a good lunch. Genuinely hope you do. And I hope all you guys had the best time you could here. Apologies again for the very short stream, but I'm just stressed out too much from too much different shit. It happens. It happens. These things happen, and we do the best we can. Either way, thank you guys for tuning in, thank you guys for hanging out, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.